Hey guys, how's it going on? Shinigami Sam here to do a review on Toriko chapter 385. Now this chapter, personally I loved it. I thought it was an amazing chapter, but I can really feel that some people from the fan base of Toriko, I really feel like it will be split in half, because some people will like the decision that Mr. Toshi went down in this chapter, and some people may not like it. And what I'm talking about is Midoriya's full course. Now personally I loved Midoriya's full course. I just thought it was amazing. It was really capping to his character development. When I mean by capping, I don't necessarily mean that it's gonna stop there, but I really mean like everything comes full circle, especially from how we were introduced to Midoriya's character at the start of the series, how we saw him as a child in the flashback, and then now we see him when he takes out Joey in this chapter. So this chapter was a really sweet ending actually, and I really liked it because it kind of gave us a rest from the hype that Toriko has been these past couple of weeks. So I really did love this chapter. Now, Midoriya's full course, when I was reading through it, at first I was just like, hang on, wait, what's happening? I was just like, what? But now, like, the beauty of it is really amazing. Like, it's just hilarious to see it. Now, yes, so this chapter pretty much is Midoriya vs Joey. I really do like Acacia, but what I've realised when I was reading this chapter, I really noticed that, like, Acacia, he's just been put to the side. And what I mean by he's been put to the side, it's like he's not got that level of threat to me anymore. Like, I don't see him as much of a threat as I did when he first got introduced a couple with Neo, when both of them first came out, like when they killed Don Slime. That's when I believe, when he killed Don Slime, that's when he was at his highest of a threat in my opinion, because he was just ruthless then. Now these past couple of chapters, we've been seeing characters who are, you know, putting him in his place kind of. So Acacia's just being triggered pretty much, and it's kind of funny to see that, especially in this chapter. He got so damn triggered when Midoriya went even looking at him. Midoriya just didn't even care. He was just like, look at me when I'm talking to you. And Midoriya was just like, stop talking. So I was just like, yo, that was hilarious. And I'm loving the attacks that Midoriya is using in this chapter. He's using back to Minority World, which was obviously from Ichiri, so that was pretty awesome. I really don't know what attack he actually used when he killed Joey though. I'm gonna assume that was Minority World because it kind of seemed like it. It's either Minority World or it may be Hungry Space, because Joey didn't look like he was getting like devoured. It looked like he was getting erased bit by bit. So it could be Hungry Space, or maybe it's Minority World, or maybe it's just, I don't know, just another attack under Midoriya's belt. So I really want to dive into Midoriya's full course right now. Now my thoughts on what his full course is. It's a full course which is comprised of memories which reignite tastes from the past. That's what I'm getting from Midoriya's full course. He still gets sustenance from those memories. I'm not sure how. That's just Midoriya, because Midoriya's just a beast. But yes, Midoriya's full course is a contribution to Froze. It's a tribute to Froze, you could say, because it's a taste of memories from the past, which he had when he was a child, when he had his first family, you know, with Acacia, with Jiro, with Ichiro. All these memories that he's had, he's associated with different dishes, you could say. Not dishes. He's associated with like that's a different part of his taste. It's a different part of his full course. For example, in his first meeting, that was the Hors d'oeuvre, when he first met Froze, or like Froze's words of encouragement, and stuff like that. I believe it was it his meat dish? Was when Froze kissed Midoriya's forehead when he was sending him to sleep, stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty sweet. It really was actually awesome, because honestly when I was first thinking of Midoriya's full course, I was thinking it's going to be ingredients out of space, it's going to be like in other dimensions, like from the freaking the world of souls and stuff like that. I was thinking it'll be some such hype stuff, like a leg of deer horse or something like that, like a paw from the dragon, not a paw, sorry, a fang from, you know, from the Dragon King Darius, and like a paw from Wolf King Guinness. That would be so hype, because you imagine, like, you see all this full course, it was just like different parts of the Eight King. That would be, I would get so hyped if I saw that. That's something I was thinking of. That was akin to what I was thinking of. But you gotta understand, like, Mr. Toshi's characters, they do have depth, and that's what I like about it, because he really does bring out some when he wants to, he can bring out the feels, especially with Midoriya. From like, that's what I really liked about this chapter. Is what I said at the start of the video. It's really coming full circle. Like it was a very sweet ending for how he kind of closed the chapter in his life. Because he said in this chapter, when Froze died, he was just left feeling with regret, with bitter. And when he killed Joey, you could say it's like an end of a chapter now. He's gonna feel like Froze's with him, you could say. He's gonna feel complete now. He's gonna feel satisfied. Because before, he had an unsatisfying hunger, an unsatiable hunger, and that's why he was always devouring everything. So I really did like that, how he was walking out and he was just like, it was kind of funny as well, because it was twice. Like, Joey was literally crying in this chapter. He was like screaming to Midori. He was like, please don't kill me, you don't want to erase me. He was like, you're gonna destroy all my memories. And then freaking Midori, he's not even looking at him. It made me laugh, because like, Midori just doesn't care. Like, that's how irrelevant Joey is to Midori. Like, Midori just truly doesn't even care. All this time in this chapter when Froze was dealing out the attacks, Midori wasn't even looking. Midori was just, counting back. Literally, what Midori was doing in this chapter was speaking to himself. That's what he was doing. Acacia and Froze in this chapter, they were just interrupting him, so I just found that funny. But yes, we see Toriko coming in at the end of this chapter. Toriko comes in, matches Acacia's speed and strength, and knocks him out. So that was really awesome. Kind of knocks him out of the park, pretty much, you could say. Takes him out from where he was originally supposed to be. Now, with what we saw at the start of the chapter when Acacia, throws off the gourmet punch, Midori uses Minority World to, turn it around and aim it back at him. So I'm wondering, that attack must have dealt quite a lot of damage to leave Acacia immobilized for some time. Because obviously, while Acacia got hit with that attack, Midori was talking with Joey and, pretty much killing Joey, you could say. So, yeah, I'd say that, like, the possibility of Acacia being defeated is not impossible. And that's what these chapters really have been doing, especially with Toriko getting a new, a new power-up with eating the red nitros. Now, Toriko's not strong enough to defeat him, but as I said in my previous videos, I do say that, I do think, that Toriko's strength of, with the red nitros, I do think that's going to make him stronger enough to use red or blue. I'm not sure if it'll be the third demon. That's the thing, I'm still feeling a little bit conflicted, because I don't know when the third demon is going to come out. He is going to come out and fight Acacia. I do think that's going to happen. But Toriko hasn't even mastered red yet. So for Toriko to master red, he's going to have to eat God and Center. We don't know what he has to eat to master freaking blue. So I'm going to assume that these red nitros is going to be helping with maybe mastering red or blue or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe it's gonna, boost up his physical stats so his body can literally handle the third demon coming out. Maybe something like that. So this chapter was pretty much awesome. We see Pear at the start of it as well. Pear's gonna help, but you don't know what. But I think what I liked about it, because Pear was just like, I was the one who gave out the data. So it's those the same cards that Mansum found on his table, because like a couple of hundred chapters back, Mansum was just like, I woke up one day and I found all these ID cards of every single ingredient in the gourmet world. So was that Pear? Maybe it was. So maybe you could say that Pear, maybe with the nitros they did have a backup plan just in case they failed. So I really do like that. That foreshadowing was pretty awesome. Now, I didn't know which nitro it was last chapter. That's the thing. I thought it was news for some reason. I don't know why I thought it was news. It kind of looked like news last chapter. I was just wondering, wait, is that news? But no, it was Pear. So Pear's going to get back at Acacia. So I don't really know what Pear's going to do right now, because still in this chapter, Pear didn't say how he was going to help Toriko. So we'll have to find out in the next couple of chapters. But this chapter of Toriko was awesome. Again, it left us wondering, like, what is Neo's freaking capture level? So we don't know what Neo's capture level is, and we don't know who's the daddy of freaking Toriko and Starjun. So this chapter was amazing. I really did love this chapter. What I loved about it the most was that Joey is finally done. And I hope that Joey stays down for the count and he's actually dead. So now we can get onto Acacia, and we can get onto, God's Center, and all the other stuff which is happening in this arc. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked anything that I had to say in this video, please drop a like, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's continue the discussion down below. This is Shingami Sam, and I'll see you next week for that greatness that is Toriko chapter 386. See you guys, peace out.